Ariel Whitman is a senior reporter at the Israeli newspaper Globes. He also hosts the Western Spirit podcast. One of his friends, Arsen Ostrowski, was injured in Sunday's attack. Well, I began by asking Ariel how Arsen was.
So Arsen was grazed, I was told, by a bullet to his head. He was with his wife and two little girls. He moved to Australia 2 years ago. I think he's originally from there, but lived in Israel where I am now, and that's how I know him. And he moved 2 weeks ago to start helping them out with different challenges. He's an international lawyer. He knows all this kind of stuff. So he was helping them, the Jewish community there, and he was hit in the head by a bullet. His daughters and wife scrambled away and were injured lightly from, the running and tripping up and people trampling each other. But they're all going to be okay. Arsen's in the hospital. He spent the night there, as I understand it. But he's going to survive. So we're all happy about that.
That is certainly good news. Of course, we know that among the injuries, among those killed, that is horrific. But what people are going to be left with is the fear and the terror. How does an incident like this, which is clearly targeted at Jewish people, impact on Jewish people as a whole?
Well, I have been talking with, because I write about the diaspora Jews in my newspaper here, so I've been talking with Jews all over the world, especially in the U.S. and Australia in the past the day and a half since this happened. And there is a weird situation where a lot of people are, on the one hand, very worried about their safety, but there's a sort of resolve. People are saying they're not going to let, this stop them from celebrating.
Why do you think there's this surge in anti-Semitism?
I think that there's a double-edged sword. We see it from the extreme left and the extreme right all over the Western world. We saw it, again, I'm from New York, so I'm using that as a reference. In New York, we saw the left wing on college campuses, and I have friends who are in Columbia and other universities being chased down, not for being pro-Israel, just for being Jewish. And on the other hand, you have the extreme right and all over the world being very anti-Jewish traditionally.
You mentioned the extremes, that in many ways it feels like the extremes on the left and the right are driving this wedge. With that in mind, how do you feel about the very brave actions of a Muslim man, Ahmed al-Ahmed, to bring down one of the attackers in Bondi?
Yes, he's a hero. I mean, I don't know what I would do in that situation. I have friends that were in terror attacks here in Israel that were injured in those types of situations, and I think everyone should put themselves in this guy's shoes. He had no bone in the fight, supposedly, It was against the Jewish community. We now know it was specifically targeting Jews. He didn't have to do what he did, and yet he did it, and he got shot, and he's in the hospital now, and twice, I think. And, I mean, the humanity of someone like that is something that we should all cherish.